Everywhere we look, there's history to reflect on and history to be made. That's what the Obama Presidential Center is all about. The Obama Presidential Center will offer old friends and new visitors the chance to explore a world-class museum and gather together for celebrations of all kinds. It will add to the vitality of Jackson Park.
Well, the Obama Presidential Center in Jackson Park may seem like a done deal, but some community groups today are saying not so fast.
They call themselves the Southside Community Benefits Agreement Coalition. They want written assurances from the city and the Obama Foundation that people living and working in the Jackson Park area will be guaranteed jobs and caps on residential rents.
People understand that when we don't get things in writing, we often don't get things.
Woodlawn is a historically Black community, and so it has a rich history when it comes to housing, but it's also about to be, again, the story of gentrification all over again. Anytime investment happens on the south and west side, that's what we get. You're displaced. And so I get calls on a consistent basis about people having to double up with other family members or leaving Chicago altogether because they just can't afford to stay in the community that they love. I'm a community organizer, I'm not a politician. So I see this as organizing around what my community wants to see. That's where I come from. I don't pretend to be anything different, and that's what I'll do to make this community what it's supposed to be. I'm excited about the OPC, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't care if it's Barack, I don't care if it's Beyonce, I don't care if it's Queen Elizabeth. When it comes to, when you have the power to protect low-income and working families and you don't do it on the front end, I'm gonna struggle with you and I'll challenge you. Originally, I wasn't told that Barack was going to be at the meeting. I was just told I was going to be able to ask the OPC committee why not a community benefits agreement. And when Obama came on the screen, I felt like he was a community organizer, I was a community organizer. We would understand each other, and it just didn't work out that way.
We spoke to the woman that asked the question of Obama, and she explained to us why it was so important to her.
There's really no real talk with community folks. They got their select elite folks that they're talking to, but they haven't door knocked to talk to the people in the community whose grocery store sells tater chips and Flamin' Hots, whose grocery store is the liquor store. They haven't talked to any of us.
And so then people from around that community got together and we started the CBA Coalition, was the Community Benefits Agreement Ordinance Coalition, which was made up of renters and homeowners and community organizations that said, yes, this is a wonderful idea, but how do the people who actually live in the community benefit from it?
President Barack Obama's planned Obama Center is still years from opening. There hasn't even been an official groundbreaking yet, but a new report suggests it may already be having an effect on the surrounding neighborhoods.
My name is Janet Smith. I'm a professor in urban planning at University of Illinois at Chicago, and I'm also the co-director of the Natalie P. Voorhees Center for Neighborhood and Community Improvement. And we worked with the Obama CBA Coalition to put together this report called Protect, Preserve, and Produce Affordable Housing in the Obama Center. So what it shows is that there are effects from probably the OPC as well as other development things that are happening around there, but for the most part we believe that most of the effects that we're seeing in terms of rising rents, developers coming in to buy up rental properties and then raising rents there especially, and also questions about new construction of housing being very expensive. We believe that that has definitely can be attributed to the expected future development of the center.
Perfect. The concern I have with respect to community benefit agreements in this situation is that it's not inclusive enough, because I would then be siding with who? What particular organizations would end up speaking for everybody in that community?
And so it's the city's responsibility to make sure that families are protected. I don't know if there's really a will to do it in City Hall. I just don't know that. When it comes to me and me protecting my constituents, I'm gonna do what's best for my constituents. We are not going to stop gentrification, so I'm not fooled and neither is my community. But we can slow it up and we can put protections in place, because the ultimate goal for me is to protect the class of folks who currently live in Woodlands. And so who are we building Chicago for? The people who are currently here, or the people that we want to see come here? And I said during the election, and I'll say it again, I'm going to fight to stay in the city that I love.